What's going on, faithful? What's going on, faithful? We are back, all right. And please, and welcome back to the past, present, future. That's presented by the Rental 24/7, and we are here to talk about some stuff. And of course, all the sports and stats are from the 49ers. So, with that now, we will be back in a few minutes, or at least a couple minutes, just to get everything going. And we'll be back right at this break. Okay. Just hang in there. Sorry about that. I know that's something going off on me, might knock me off, like it always does. Okay. So we're back in Flash, all right? We're back.
Red and go, red and go, red and go, red and go. Red and go, red and go, red and go, red and go. Yeah, you know what it is. Home of the West Coast offense. Frisco to Stockton, Modesto to Fresno, we get it poppin'. Reppin' my team, when you see me, you know everything. Red and go, red and go, red and go. Go.
Welcome back to the Red and Gold 24/7. All right. All right, guys, we're back. All right. We're going to be talking about some stuff, some news that's been going on, and catch everybody up. I know we do one show a week. They're always got lives. So basically, that's what we got to do. Okay. So, and of course, I don't have kids with me, so just bear with me. So, I'm going to bring the guys in. The guys are waiting here for me. So, first of all, from California, here comes Matt Man. Here y'all. What's up, Matt Man? You're on, man. You're on. And of course, always from Connecticut. Come on here, Rich Man. Come on in here, man. You got it.
Hey, faithful.
Hello.
Yeah, Dion will be late, he said, but he might not be able to make it though. So,
How are we guys doing? It's a Friday. It's a lovely day.
Wait for Jake. Sorry,
It's
Good, Matt.
95 degrees out here in California. Just went to the store, and I'm also doing laundry. So had to go get me my juice. Had to go get me my Mountain Dew. Had to. Threw it in the freezer for about 15 minutes. It's cold now.
Yep. Just waiting for Jake. I sent him a message. So hope his messenger or his phone won't mess up on him tonight. But yeah, I know Jake wanted to talk about it because he's the one that sent it to me. Then I sent it to you guys on the chat. So
I know what you're talking about.
I know
that little
Demo.
Yeah.
Demo. Why I say Demo?
Yeah.
So he wants to talk about it. So he wanted to talk about it. So I think we'll talk about that, and then we'll go on the idea that I had what we could do to cover up for at least a little show, maybe 45 minutes. It'd be nice. I mean, whatever we cover, it's all good. Even if we left half hour, don't matter. We're going one by one because I don't want to get us all confused. You know what I'm saying? I don't confuse nobody. So, but how's my microphone working? By the way, is it okay? Okay, you hear me? Okay.
Sounds good, man.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So right now,
but we can go. We can go as long as we want to go.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying.
I mean, Rich and me, or Jake and me, or Craig and me, or me and Dion. We can make this show last 6 hours if we wanted to. But
yeah, we can definitely yuck it up.
That's a very long episode. That's been my longest episode in the history of my episodes.
Bro, that's all right. I've been practicing this. I have the mojo. I have the motion. I have the battery. I could be doing those hour-long ESPN episodes all day, but ESPN, even if I applied, they wouldn't give me a chance. Oh, you don't have a college degree. I've been on YouTube, and I've also had other, practice that makes me perfect for that job. So, just because I don't have a degree, that's not fair. I mean, I can talk about sports intelligently. I can run with those guys. They don't know anything I don't know. Like, they have prompters and everything. Like I could just go in on ESPN and just do my thing, and they probably eventually have to give me Chris Berman money.
Hey, Madman, real quick, I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to
Okay.
bring him in. We're going to bring him in. He only has about an hour, he said. So,
Okay.
Jake, man, come on in here. Yours truly.
What's up, guys? It's
Jake,
me.
what's up, man?
What's up, Jake?
What's happening?
All right, now you can go ahead, Jake, open it up, and I'll play some music for us instead of a video. I'll do music. It'll be a lot better for you. All right, so give me a minute to find the music. I know it worked before, so here we go.
Yeah, we got breaking news. Time for the news.
The news you need to know.
That's
about
right,
your favorite
man.
team.
Niner
Ready to
news
go.
segment right now with yours
49ers
truly
news
and
flash.
everybody else.
I like that better. I'm doing that better. Got the song on the side, baby.
Yeah, love it. All right, guys. Y'all already know we got problems in paradise. Diamador Lenore was arrested in Los Angeles. Go figure. A bunch of Rams fans. Probably. Guess he was caught up with another person that he is acquainted with that was blocking the roadway. And one of them, the other person had a gun in their vehicle. And when the police tried to apprehend and confiscate his vehicle keys, he tossed them over to Diamador Lenore, who refused to relinquish them to the police, and he was arrested for obstruction.
Obstruction of a peace officer.
Yeah. Yeah, who was trying to investigate someone else's vehicle. So, it's hopefully nothing comes of it. Maybe they'll fine him. They're probably going to drop the charges, but the league's probably going to do something. But as of right now, he's out and he has court. He will have to appear in court later.
It's the 25th.
But, yeah,
3 days into training camp is his court date.
Yeah, which is fine. He'll be fine. It's probably just a pre-trial hearing, I'm sure.
I think that's stupid. Like, why don't put that on him? He was he was probably just like, look, I'm not in this. So I'm not giving you the car keys. I'm not in this. Just because my buddy tossed me the car keys, like that's my guy, and he just did something stupid. Don't put this on me.
Yeah, that's probably what'll end up happening.
In all honesty, they could have just impounded the vehicle and popped the lock, sniffed, searched it or done whatever they needed to do somewhere else. But shit's crazy in LA right now, so.
Okay. Well, the scoop is I got, because me, I'm a David Lombardi fan. I watch him every day, and he did a breaking news for it. So basically, they're double parked. Both the cars were either like this or back behind each other. I don't know how they're doing though. Don't have video for it. But they went to check on his friend, and he wanted to give him the keys, so he undo his keys and throw them at Demo. For some reason, why the hell would you give your keys to the other guy, which is your car?
Because he wasn't involved in the infraction, and then they couldn't search him. That's why.
But he had a gun.
There was junk in the car he didn't want seen,
but he
so
had a gun,
tossed the keys to Demo.
His friend had a gun in his car. He had a gun in his car. But Demo had nothing to do with that. So thank God he had a gun in his car. He would be facing more charges. But I think Demo is more smarter than that. I don't think he would do that. But basically, he didn't want to give him his keys, and that's instruction. And it was a peace officer. And what is it? A police officer.
It
was a peace officer.
Is a police officer.
Yeah.
Well, it's Southern California, so they're going to call him a peace officer.
They are peace officers. That's what they are. They're called that everywhere. So, they are the police. They are a municipality, but they are peace officers. It's their job.
He has a court date on July 27th or 28th, or I think it was a date what he said.
I thought I saw 25th with Kruger.
25th. Okay, 25th. Okay, you're right. 25th. So July 25th is his court hearing. Most likely it's probably going to be motorized like this, like a video thing. It's all it's going to be. It's not going to be a court thing. So he does show up and probably give him a fine. But they don't know about the suspension. That's determined by the NFL. So what the NFL says, that's what goes. So we'll have to wait for that.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll probably be fine.
Part. Yeah, the sucky part is that it's 3 days into training camp. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I don't like about it is training camp starting, and you just don't want to have distractions going right into training camp. Regardless of whatever. You hate to see, hey guys, by the way, I've been here 2 days and I got to bolt, and I'll be back.
Yeah, and having to go to LA too. I mean, they're saying if it's going to be video, then he shouldn't miss much. He'll probably still be at practice, I bet.
Well, let's hope for that.
I didn't mean to show that. I'm glad you said F, because if I saw the full word F, I never would have shown that. But
what was it?
Is Tommy Huxley? Tommy Huxley? Yeah, Tommy. Okay. Don't put curse words on here, bro. Okay, please. All right.
Is that the chat?
Yeah, it's a chat. It's a chat. Yeah.
Oh, see, I've never even seen the chat on this show. I should probably check that out.
Okay, here's a question for you. There's no curse words, and thank God. Okay, Tommy, he said, if he is suspended for any games, those are L's. You think that?
Nah, not a guaranteed loss.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Let's just cool the brakes. Let's just slow down a little bit. The 49ers know what kind of guy Demo is. They know he's not a troublemaker. So they're probably just going to be like, look, just let's just, just don't go to LA for a little while. Just stay at home. Just, take care of what you need to take care of. Just focus on being ready for the season.
Well, and they're going to do the standard operation procedure of the NFL. They go, we are aware of the situation and we are waiting for things to come to light so that we can deal appropriately.
Yes. Now,
typical stuff.
We have no corner depth at all. That's what he said. Tommy said.
I agree with that.
I don't necessarily agree. We don't know what our corner situation looks like right now. I would say Demo, we need him, but we don't need him every game. People get hurt. And we still find ways to win. So, like you lose one guy, it doesn't mean you're going to lose a game.
Look, if our front seven does what we hope it's going to do this year, it'll make the corners' lives a lot easier anyway. So that said, I agree. I think
I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying. I just think that one guy isn't going to guarantee a loss.
That's true. I mean, as long like I said, if our pass rush is half as good as it could potentially be, I think it won't matter who's playing corner. And I hate to say it like that, but if our guys get home, if Bosa and Huff get home, and Williams, does his thing, putting pressure on the quarterback, I think our DBs and safeties will have a much easier go, especially than they did last year.
Yeah, I think we took care of a lot of concerns. We have some young corners that I think are going to be really good. Renardo Green's going to step up too. And, we don't just have Demo. He's not our only veteran corner right now. So we can make it work. We've got a good linebacker core. Our safeties are going to be good as long as we get, I think if we get Mustafa back early on in the year, hopefully he's ready to play at the beginning of the year, but who knows, setbacks happen.
He's looking good in his recovery, man. He's running around nice. No brace, no sleeve. I love it.
Yeah, and Salah's really good with the young guys too, man. I feel really good about having Salah there. I don't think that one hole on one game is going to hurt us. Now, hopefully, we don't have anything else going on. Injuries. It always seems like it's one after the other. But losing a guy for a few games because of a suspension, I don't see being a problem. He didn't do anything really crazy. It was just not giving keys to somebody. It's not like he went out there pulling people's shirts down or nothing like Ezekiel Elliott or, taking it to the, the massage parlor like some of the other people in the league.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is wait to see what the full story is instead of just reacting to the initial, piece. It's easy to do that, but especially when you don't have all the information, I think it's best to just sit pat and wait and see what's going on.
Okay, so let me get to my point that I was gonna make to address to Mr. Huxley. We're going to be fine. We got, Diamador. He's not going to face the suspension. We got Renardo Green, and we also got the young rookie Upton Stout. Okay, so we also have some pretty dang good depth at defensive line. I mean, we got the rookies. We got Bosa. We got Huff. We also still have Kevin Givens, right? I mean, as far as I know, we still have him, right? He's still. We gave him another year.
Yeah, I believe so.
So he's our backup. He's our backup defensive end, defensive tackle. So if Michael or if Bosa or Bryce Huff needs a blow, or if one of the young rookies, who I don't see those two guys needing a blow because they're rookies. They're hungry. They want to play. They want to eat. But Givens is just one of those guys. He's like, hey, let me get 10, 15 snaps. I'm good. I don't need to play 30 snaps. I'm good. Let me get 15. If I can get 20, that's cool. I'll take whatever I can get. I just want to help the team win. Let me make a few plays here and there. I'll get a sack. Let me bat a ball down. Maybe I can strip somebody and recover fumble. And who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and a tight end I'll hit a tight end and he'll drop the ball and I'll pick it up and run it back for 10 yards. So let me just fill in the little gaps. I don't need to play too much. We got a lot of we got those two young linebackers trying to decide to fight for those other two spots. I mean,
I know we also got Trey Brown and Renardo Green, man. Like we're not empty at CB. Yeah, I would love to see a big name. They may pick somebody up if something happens, but I just don't see it being a problem. I don't see this whole situation being anything than it maybe like a $50,000 fine at the most.
And
Huxley, I agree with you about Ramsey, but I want Ramsey to play safety and not corner.
I would love to get a hot cornerback signing. It's just I don't know if they're going to do that realistically.
As a Seminole fan, I have no issue if we decide to go and bring him in. Just like, give him a year deal, because he's not, as much as I like him, he's just going to want a 1 year deal so he can
he's got a
go
contract. And get Ramsey's contract is $24 million total with $16 million on the cap. His base salary is only $1.2 million is what I think I heard today. But basically his cap number is 16 mil. Because they were talking about him either going to the Rams or us. Rams don't have the cap space to absorb him. We do.
Yeah.
So that would be the piece on that would make it, worth it for us. But seriously, I wouldn't want to bring him in to play corner. I'd be like, dude, come in, play safety. Play safety. Start Green, start Demo, and Ramsey play safety. That's where
we have so many safeties
31
right now.
Yeah, but Mustafa's right. He's the one still
He's
healing from the ACL. Yeah, so
he is still healing, but he should be back by the beginning of the season. Maybe miss a game or two. I don't think that's enough to take a $16 million hit.
Well, that's the problem. Is if you could renegotiate that deal to half that over 2 years, then you're like,
They said he was going to be out. They said he was going to be out at least like 5 games.
Yeah, which is tough. Like I said, I think we're okay, but my greedy self says, man, I would just love one more safety and one more corner that are like deadlocks. Not this guy might be good with some upside. I was watching Upton Stout today. I was watching some of his practice tape and stuff where he's training and stuff like that. That dude is nasty. He
doesn't get shook real easy, man. I really like that.
I really like him. I just hate the fact that he's the freaking 8th grader as far as size. It's like, You know, but I think he's going to be that.
He's five
All you got to
10,
do is
right?
get your hands on the ball,
No,
man.
he's 5'8", 180 pounds. So,
Mm.
you
Yeah.
know, your dream for him is that he's Bob Sanders. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that's the dream, right? Is you hope that
Yeah.
he's, you know, as good as Bob Sanders.
5'8", 180 is
Yeah.
pretty thick, though, for somebody that height. 180 is pretty thick.
No, and he's yoked. It's not like he's, you know, freaking looking
Yeah.
sloppy.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he does look good in his videos that I've been seeing. I feel pretty good about him. We do have, you know, we do got the young guys, a lot of youth back there, but I think I don't know. I think our system is going to be plug and play. I really think that bringing Sala back is going to change a lot of things that we could not fix last year, and especially with, like you said, with the defensive line and our front seven. Just I know we still miss Greenlaw, but I really think the defensive line is going to make up for what we needed from him last year, because our D line sucked without Armstead.
And we don't
I
need
also
we don't
go ahead,
we
Matt.
don't we don't need our two rookie linebackers. We don't need them to be like superstars right away. But if we can get those two guys and what's his name, D, we can get all three of those guys to like accumulatively, you know, let's say all three of them combined for like 250 tackles, and let's just say 8 sacks and 4 or 5 picks and 3 or 4, 5 forced fumbles and recoveries. We get any like numbers like that between those three, and Fred Warner does what he usually does. We're good.
The problem is Tommy, is with the slot situation, is Demo is our guy right now. He is our best cornerback, period, and he has
He's our
earned
number
the
one.
outside spot, and he has gotten on the outside and just made a lot of disruption. And even in the Super Bowl, he was begging to be on the outside, and they stuck him in the slot, and they ate us up. They freaking ate us up. And yeah, he is good in the slot, but we have a lot of linebacker depth. So I think that our linebackers and our safeties are going to eat up that slot.
I also think Salah's going to blitz a lot more now. He barely blitzed with us, and when D'Amico became our coordinator, we started blitzing a lot more, and that defense was nasty. And I think and when you saw it a lot with the Jets, you know, Salah was blitzing a lot, and I really think that this time around you're going to see a lot more kind of creative stuff from him, and that's where you can use guys like Martin and just shoot gaps with him because he's so quick.
He was also able to get a lot of pressure without blitzing. That was one thing I really liked about his scheme, is he could get to the quarterback by sending 4.
Yep.
Well, Chet,
Yeah, I feel you on that, Tommy. That dude needs to be gone. He was terrible.
Sorensen. Oh my gosh.
It was. I mean, I hate to put the whole year on him, but he was not the guy, and he was not very good. He couldn't make the game competitive on defense. It felt like he couldn't. Yeah, we got injuries, but could the team play decent? No, we were getting ate up in the run game, and then they were just throwing it over the top. And he was the wrong pick.
Look, it was like hiring your buddy to come work for you, and he doesn't know how to do the job, and you just say, "Oh yeah, he's my buddy. I'll give him a job." That was Sorensen. Didn't know what he was doing.
He didn't, but I feel like they thought he did because he was in the system and he'd been there or whatever. And
yeah, they thought he. Oh yeah, sure.
Let's just plug him in there. He's got the answers. No. The only thing that dude's got is like some wannabe Kyle Shanahan look, and he needs to get the hell out of here, you know?
Yeah, my man.
I like the way our defense looks. I'm not saying we're going to be a top 5 unit right away. It might take a little while, but I'd say by the end of the season, I'd say by the end of the season we're in the top 5.
Guys, if we're middle of the pack, we'll be good.
And our offensive line, I think, is going to be much better.
Look at our schedule. Okay, I don't want to say it's the NFL, but look at our schedule. I think our defense is they're going to eat up some of these teams we are playing this year, and they're going to look maybe better than they should look.
No, that's definitely could happen, Jake. And with that, they're gonna, because you're gonna be playing so many rookies, you might have a game or two that we lose on a rookie flub. Stupid stuff like that too. It's definitely can be the case.
This is the funny thing about our schedule. Like, we played. Unfortunately, we played up to the level of our competition sometimes. So sometimes we lose to some whack team. Like when we went to Cleveland and lost to the Browns, we shouldn't have made. I don't care how good the Cleveland Browns defense is. We shouldn't have lost that game. Okay, we should never have been down. Like we should have been. We should have been up 20 by the halftime. Like that loss should have never happened. Same with the Vikings. Both times the last couple years that we lost to the Vikings, that neither
and the
loss
Browns.
Yeah, but the whole Kyle Shanahan era is kind of that. The team gets feeling good about themselves for a little while. All of a sudden, the guys start talking and getting yappy, and then all of a sudden, we lose a game that we shouldn't have lost. And it's like it's one of those
whatever
things
the
where you
hell
just hope these
voodoo
guys
that they
stay
got
tight.
up in Minnesota is driving me nuts, man. I don't know what that dude's got on us, but he's got it figured out. And every time we go up there, he's beat us.
He's Kyle's kryptonite, man. He is Kyle's kryptonite.
I think we could change it if we had to hit him in the playoffs this year, but I think our offense is going to be crazy good, and I don't think anybody's going to see it coming.
I think our red zone offense is going to be a lot better this year with Kittle being able to actually get into the patterns. I think Kittle's numbers are going to be up 30% from last year.
Yeah, minimum.
Nobody can stop him one-on-one.
Look, I'll say this now. The bold take is that George Kittle is going to be the number one receiver for the 49ers this year.
That's not a bold take. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah,
that's
he's
what
going to
I've
catch
been
more
saying the
balls
whole
than everybody.
offseason.
Yeah, he's going to catch more balls than everybody.
That's a safe bet. He's the umbrella.
I think he's going to run.
I'm saying 80 to 85 catches, low 1,000, high 1,380, and low 8, high 14 touchdowns. Those are my low and high end numbers for Kittle.
100%. 100%. I think he could grab over 100 this year, and I don't even think that's a stretch, especially when we don't know when Ayuk's coming back, and we really don't have a number one receiver on our team right now with Ayuk out.
Sure we do. We got
discount my boy number 15, Jawan Jennings.
He's not a number one. I love him, but he's not a number one. I love him.
He'll catch over 70 passes again. I guarantee it.
He catches the balls nobody can catch, man. I think if they feed him the ball, he's going to make things happen.
Contested ball guy, yes, love him.
And Ricky's gonna.
That's what you need.
Ricky's gonna be doing something like they're gonna be throwing double teams over Jennings and Kittle.
And dude, I know. I keep joking with you, Matt.
Jennings is hungry for a 1,000-yard season. I think he's going to hit 1,300.
He wants to get paid. That's what he really wants.
He got his extension, so
yeah, but he's going to want another one because I think it was only a 3-year deal with two guaranteed. So I think he's going to be looking for money now. The only issue is the Niners want to pay him.
He wants to stay. He wants to stay another 3-4 years, and he probably wants something like 60 mil.
For 3?
Yeah, I was going to say 18 to 20. If he comes out and starts putting up 13, he starts making Brandon Ayuk look bad consistently. I mean, let's talk about pipe dream here. The dude's been a backup for us for long enough. He's finding space and he's going up for the ball and he's bringing them down and he's getting better every year. And I think that he's becoming a more viable target for Purdy. And Purdy's had so many different people to feed the ball to. Right now is going to be a perfect time for them to force it. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of jump balls this year, and it's going to be a high-flying offseason. I think if Ayuk comes back playing well, I still think Jennings is going to get, as far as receivers, forget tight end. As far as receivers, I think Jennings is going to lead the team.
Okay, real quick before you guys go on. All the way down from North Carolina, I want to welcome him in. He has been here for a while. I'm glad he's back now. C-Man. Why I call him C-Man. Craig.
Craig.
He's there. I don't know if
no
he's there.
way. No way he's here.
Oh, he's been going off and on about 4 or 5 times already. I'm trying to see if he'll do it. Hold on. I'm coming again. Okay,
Craig,
man,
what's up, dude?
Hey, be careful driving. Be careful driving, man.
What's up, Krager? Krager.
Be careful driving, man. Please. That's why I hate doing shows on the road for. Yeah, he don't lose signal. He's coming back and forth. He is. My God. You have no signal at all, man. I got you. You're on there, me. You're on.
Yeah, we got you, Craig.
Yeah, he might have
freezing up signal. A little bit.
Yeah, I know. He's moving.
It's all good.
Why? Yeah, I know. It's all good. Continue, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Until you get
no worries, man.
Yeah, man. You guys are good.
Well, it's good to have C-Man back in the mix. Hopefully, he will get back on with us and
back and forth. That's the reason why I hate doing shows on the road. Now you know why.
Yep.
We got those 2 rookies. We got those 2 rookies to think about too. And
and Robinson.
Yep.
Whenever we get him back,
he's going to be suspended the first 6 games of the season.
Yeah.
Is it going to be that many? I only heard 3.
But
I heard 3 games. Hopefully that's it. And we get him back. We get him back after the Cardinals game.
Yeah.
We get him back after the Cardinals game. I think he puts up 800 yards this year.
Tommy, I totally agree with you, buddy.
Yeah, Tommy, for sure, man. Ramsey's a good corner, respectful to his abilities, for sure. If we could get somebody like that on our team, it would be great.
His versatility would be cool because if there was injury issues, you can kind of move him around. That's the other thing that's really good about him.
I know a lot of people won't agree with this. They probably say, "Oh, it's a hot take. Oh, you're just a Florida State homer." Ramsey is a Hall of Famer right now.
He's probably bubble.
I don't think he's a first ballot, but
I'm not saying first ballot.
I think that he is on track to make the Hall, but I don't see him as a no-brainer.
Yeah, like I said, he's a bubble guy. He's had a real good career.
He's amazing.
He's had a real good career. He's got a ring.
Because as far as Florida State corners, other than Dion, my guy in San Diego is pretty good. His dad was the one that played in for the Patriots, but he's injured. I would love to bring him in. I can't think of his name right now.
Samuel?
Yeah, Sante Samuel Jr.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah, I'd love to bring. Why what?
I don't know, man. It's
why
kind of
is
weird.
he still out there?
Maybe he wants more money than people want to throw him, or maybe people are trying to grab him on a discount.
Yeah.
Well, I know he's been hurt the last year or whatever, but he's feisty and he's just got that. He's got that Seminole swag to him, and he plays tough. He's not only gonna hit you in the mouth, but then he's gonna pick it and he's gonna run away from you. He doesn't have Dion speed, but he's got that quick, he's got that quick 4.5, quick 4.6, speed at cornerback. So, if he's available, I'm sure we can probably get him on the cheap.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of those deals where, Niners are going to go into camp. Those guys will still be sitting out there. And if somebody gets hurt or, something doesn't work out, that's when those guys start getting picked up.
He's still young. He's from the same draft as what's the name that we got from Michigan. They're in the same draft. The one that we let go that we thought was going to be good, but he ended up being nothing.
We've had quite a few of those in the Kyle Shanahan era.
Too, I'm
just saying within. We drafted him a couple years ago. He was supposed to be the next guy, but he just kept on getting burnt, and we just you can go away.
Talking about the guy he's talking about, we let him go like last season, in off season.
Yeah.
You guys there, Craig? You guys now? Damn. He's been going off and on. His signal, man. His phone. He's either his phone or his signal. One of them. Oh my God, drives me
Where's
nuts.
he live?
He lives in North Carolina.
I think
North
you're
Carolina.
mistaken. I think the way you're describing Ambry Thomas right now is disrespectful.
Why?
Because he was, dude. I'm sorry, dude. But he made some big plays in the playoffs for us. He wasn't a number. He wasn't a CB 1 or 2, and they kept putting him on the outside. He was a slot CB, and if they had him in the slot instead of out on the outside, and they had Demo on the outside, we might have done a little bit better in that Super Bowl. Just to be honest, but Ambry Thomas is not a scrub, dude. What are you talking about?
He wasn't. But you're so right. Outside,
I didn't say he was a scrub. I just said
You were talking about him like he didn't make the team or something.
No, I was saying that.
I was like, who are you talking about? When I realized it was Ambry, you hurt my feelings. I liked him, man. I seen that dude jump up and knock too many balls down and come down with too many picks to be called crap in the NFL. That's all I'm saying.
And
Dude,
you know
he didn't have that.
thing?
He didn't have that many picks, bro. He didn't have that many picks.
He had him.
Asante had way more than Ambry did. I'm just saying.
Asante Samuel Sr.?
No, Junior. Because Asante Samuel Jr. was picking the balls as soon as he got into the NFL.
Asante Jr.'s got to get somebody where he go to a team where he can pass somebody's physical. You know, that's going to be the thing for someone like him. You're going to bring him in, you're going to make sure he can pass the physical, let him run around, and then decide. It's not going to be, there's those street free agent guys.
Look, I get that he didn't have a lot of interceptions, okay, but the fact that he got up there and he was disrupting plays. He was very disruptive and fumble recoveries, and he wasn't the best CB on our team, but he wasn't trash. That's all I'm
Tommy,
saying.
I don't disagree with you about that. I think if he doesn't re-up, he's going to go somewhere else because someone else is going to pay him some money. I totally agree with you.
I think we're going to lose Brandon Ayuk before we lose Jawan Jennings.
If they trade Ayuk, we got a chance to keep Jennings. If we keep Ayuk, Jennings is gone.
I think they're going to be done with the drama really quick. They don't usually keep that around too long.
Did you see the pictures of Ayuk today in the Bahamas? Jumping in his pool.
So would I.
Right?
That's all I can say.
Hey, one good thing that, again, just like Mustafa.
Not like he can run or anything.
Yeah, but look at him. No leg sleeve. I mean, think about it. He's 9 months off an ACL?
Yeah.
9 months off, and he's got no sleeve, no brace, no nothing, and he's jumping around and looking pretty good.
And you know what's pretty good rehab for leg injuries? Get in the damn pool. So he just needs to focus on football right now and focus on his recovery. Not he's seen him at the. I'm sorry, but everything I've seen of him at practice and stuff looks like he could barely walk. So right now he looks better. So that's where he needs to be, is at home enjoying his life and focusing on his rehab, so he can come back and actually do something this year, because he sucked last year for 7 games.
Yeah, he was out of shape. Didn't train while he was freaking negotiating his contract. Right. It was kind of a sad thing to say.
All I can hope is that he's training now.
Like I said, he looked good. So
Ambry Thomas had no business being above a CB3 for us, though. Yeah. At best.
Hey, Tommy, if you're still here, if you're watching the show, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. The link is inside the comment section, okay? Go ahead, do. It's real easy, okay? You want to join it? Go ahead. You're all good. That way you can talk more about it, all you want.
Hey,
but no cursing.
I know the name. I know the name sounds familiar. Is he from the Facebook?
I don't know.
Tommy?
Is he from our Facebook group? Yeah.
Tommy Huxley.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's his last name, Huxley.
Yep.
Okay, I was just trying to remember where I heard the name before.
So yeah, I mean, stop the run, have some fun. That's the motto, baby. That's what we need. That D-line.
That's what I will take the best run defense in the league over the best pass defense in the league. Period.
Hell yeah.
Because you decide what happens during the game when you can stop the run. Team can't run on you, they're going to have trouble passing on you.
That's the secret to success of the NFL. Run the ball, stop the run. That's it.
And that shit Tommy said earlier, their run defense hurt my feelings too.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Look, I like I was saying, even if we're middle of the pack defense next year, I mean, we were bottom 3 last year in the league in defense.
We were
If
bottom
we're just
3
middle
in
of
the
the pack,
NFC in record, I thought.
yeah. If we're just middle of the pack for defense, I don't even want to go crazy. And even if we're middle of the pack, the team's going to be a hell of a lot better. That's 3-4 games. That's 3-4 games better. Just on that.
Hey Tommy, are you watching off YouTube? Is that where you're watching it? Just go in the comment section. That's all you have to do. If you want to join us, all right?
Give myself 2 seasons with Robert Saleh, and we're going to be back in the Super Bowl if we're not there this year.
Well, that's the sucky part is you haven't been on in a couple weeks, Jake, and that's what we were saying. Hey, if we have a good year, is Saleh gone, and it's a good thing we've got Gus Bradley at least sitting there in the wings if Saleh does go.
Maybe you saw me a grand call. Maybe you saw me on grand call.
I think Saleh realized he wanted to be in San Fran as a DC. He don't want to be a head coach.
No Grand Cone lovers here. I'm sorry, not me. I'm definitely not a Grand Cone lover.
Nope.
Yeah.
Deion's not here, so you can't say that, Deion.
I know. Grant Cohen. He calls him Cohen.
Don't get me started.
Well, Josh was on here, and Josh said he was a cone head too. So.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. Yeah. Freaking Kip from Big Boys or whatever. Hair looking mother F.
Yo,
I watch them all. I watch them all.
Looks like you got his hair done at the McDonald's ice cream machine.
Grand Cone versus Matt Man. Oh, I would definitely pay for that one. I
was listening to Kruger. I like watching Larry Kruger. He's great.
I love Larry. I love Larry, but you know what?
Tommy, if you want to join, bud,
he can get it. He can get it too.
Yeah, he and Chase Senior had a really good pod today on the whole situation with Demo.
No, but you know what?
Chase Senior from Chat Sports is good too, man. I like him.
Yeah, I watch him a lot.
I'd really like to debate because he's always talking smack about Florida State. Dan Dibley. I'd like to kill him. He talks about Florida State. He's like, oh,
Tommy, is that you? Tommy,
yeah, it's me.
Like, bro.
Yeah, it's
Tommy.
me.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Popping in, dude.
Tommy,
you guys popped up on my YouTube feed. I was just killing time trying to find YouTube channels. Wait for the Giants game.
Heck yeah, man.
Here you go. Better look at you. Hey, man. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you guys.
All right. Yeah, man. Welcome to the show. Thank you for your
Yeah, I'll try not to swear. I have kind of a potty mouth, but
yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Don't worry about it. As long as you're not doing like freaking 10 or 15 times a show, it's fine. It's all good, bro. But welcome to the show. And what's your take on everything we've been talking about so far, or whatever you call it?
Yeah, I'm just worried. I'm worried about all the rookies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not worried about all of them, but maybe some.
Yeah, not all of them. No.
Collins still hasn't signed his contract, man.
Oh yeah, Colin. Yeah.
I doubt he's going to go back to college.
No, but that sucks not to have the guy signed at least. I mean, obviously he hasn't practiced at all. Just not something. And no contract, so it's like, come on, get this settled, would you?
Yeah.
You know what really bothers me is getting swept by the Lambs last year.
Yeah.
I never hated them, but now I just hate their fans. They troll everywhere. They're just the smuggest pieces of shit.
Yeah, the problem is we got spoiled because they couldn't beat us for like 3 straight years at all.
Yeah.
Dude, Jake and I were at the second game last year, and as I was waiting for my ride, there was a Ram fan that pulled up on me and was running his mouth. And you're like, look at that flag. I'm like, he's like, you give us respect. I'm like, I ain't giving you nothing, bro. You want to come to my stadium and you want to talk smack to me about my team?
Yeah.
You
beat a team with like 4 starters.
They can't even beat. They can't even call their own stadium home.
I'd be like, oh, you mean here at Levi South?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, if you want to get out of your truck and come and start some mess, come on, bro. I'll knock you out.
Like straight up. We don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, we don't condone violence.
I'm sorry, but if you want to come and you're a fan of a division rival and you want to run that mess, I ain't got no problem with that.
Give us some respect. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here, that crap. Freaking finance the new stadium for a Super Bowl.
I used to hate all the Seahawks fans, but I've actually met a lot of cool ones on YouTube, and they're actually way cooler than I thought they were. So,
hey, I've met too many bad ones of every fan. Every fan that I ever see of any other team is always a, DB. It just, so it's like.
Yeah, you already know I'm in Dallas, so.
Shoot.
And there are a lot of Raider
I couldn't
fans
live
here.
there, Jake. Good for you, man. I couldn't do it.
I love it.
Oh,
I got bragging rights in this month. You know what I mean?
I'd be walking around just cringing at all the freaking blue and silver. Oh.
I wear my hat every day, and people be like, "Why do you like them?" I'm like, "Because my team doesn't suck."
Dak has
my
bad
team's
dreams
been to
about
a
the Niners.
championship. Has at least been to championship games and more playoff games, and just in general, a better franchise. So
yeah, but Jake,
Dak is one of the most overrated players in NFL history.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It took them longer to win 5. You're absolutely right.
Oh,
now I want to introduce Tommy to everybody because I know I didn't do that right. So of course, Rich Man's next to me. He's been here for a couple months. Jake's on your side there. He's been with me for at least a couple of years. And Madman has been for at least a few years. So, and of course, I lost him. Of course.
Oops.
But Craig's been back and forth, but he's been here from the beginning too. So, but yeah, man, nice to meet you and proud to have you here. So, I just want to get that out of the way.
Yeah, I haven't been on other ones in a while. Just call-in shows, and then my friend David McNiner. I don't know if you heard of he goes by McNiner. His name's McNew. Yeah, we just do the pick'ems every Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I follow him on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a good guy.
You said Nick Newman.
McNew?
Is that what you said? You said Nick?
No. His name's David McNiner.
Oh, okay.
His name's McNew, but he goes by McNiner.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said Nick Newman. That's Niner Nick, right? Isn't Nick Newman Niner Nick?
Oh, Niner Nick from
from
Nothing
Twitter.
But Niners.
Yeah, from Twitter.
Yeah, NBN.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
it. That's that Niner Nick, man. Whew, he's a good follow.
Woo. Oh, you're Niner Nick. Oh, you mean Always Faithful 365.
Yeah, that's my boy. Boy.
I've always followed Nick.
We haven't talked lately, but he's been dealing with some stuff, bro.
Yeah, he has been dealing with some stuff. Yeah, that's the reason why he hasn't been around a while. Him and Mike Andrews. Mike Andrews still does NBN, but Nick's not there anymore. I don't think.
I think they lost their.
I don't know about the personal business. The reason why I
know
about that part.
Yeah, they're not getting paid anymore. I forgot the word for that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Monetization.
Yeah.
Monetize.
Yeah, because Niner Mike is always on the Niners Hive now. So.
Yeah, he's on.
They're
Hive
a good channel
now.
too.
And of course Tony's on there. Tony, I love Tony. He's from Jersey too, like me. Tony, the guy,
I hate to break the mood, but did we get rid of Moody yet?
No.
Where's he going?
No.
Chris has bring that
up.
So here you go, Jake. I'll do my favorite Grant Cohn impersonation.
Oh God.
Today is July 20 whatever, June 20 whatever, and Nick Moody is still a 49.
Yeah.
I got Cohn to admit he was wrong once because I did a call-in show and I'm like, I think Kyle Pitts is overhyped. He's like, how dare you? And I called later. I'm like, was I right? He's like, yep.
He doesn't care. Man. He's a pot stirrer. That's his job.
He's a good guy.
He's a nice solid dude, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't agree with most of his stuff. But
don't know him personally. Just watch it. Just watch his videos, and can't agree with a single thing he says ever.
Yeah, my favorites are about my friend John Chapman. He's the best from Rush
Yeah,
podcast.
49ers Rush. Look, if
Yeah.
you want to learn about football.
Yeah, I know, John.
Yeah, if you want to learn about football, you watch John.
Yeah, I think a lot happened with Grant. Like, he really doubled down on Trey Lance and looked like a dang fool. And ever since then, he's just been hating.
Do you follow him on Twitter?
Yeah. I mean, I always try. I mean, look, I'm not gonna not watch your stuff. Maybe you might have some good content at some point.
No. I joked about him the other day. He put what was my worst take, and I was like, you thinking that Trey Lance was an NFL starting quarterback?
Oh God.
I
didn't like the trade up at
Nobody
all.
could ever. I don't understand how anybody could make that assumption just based on his film. There's not enough of it.
Well, that was the problem. It was like, hi, I played this many games, I threw this many balls, which wasn't enough.
He had one good season.
Tommy, just make sure you don't flash your TV, okay? I don't want to get flagged.
So,
okay, don't flash your TV. Don't worry about it.
I was vaping my whatever tobacco and I didn't want it on the screen.
It's okay. I just didn't want you flagged. No, I don't want to get flagged by your TV. But
yeah, totally.
Okay, all right.
Excuse me. How about
Grant
thinking he could talk smart to Javon Kinlaw?
Well, yeah. And like I said, I was watching that night. I was watching that night.
If you're gonna talk like that to somebody his size, you better have some squabbles. I'm just telling you because you might get knocked out.
I mean, I will say this. He wasn't really wrong about Javon Kinlaw.
No,
and that is something that hurts me to say, is that he was right about that. But the way he went about it, trying to dog him on, in the media open, I feel like it's to have that kind of access to your team and to go out there and shit on them like that. Like, you're taking your job for granted, and that's why nobody likes you.
Yeah.
Well, he tells everybody he's not a fan, so there you go.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not even Javon Kinlaw's fault that he got drafted. They tried to replace an all-pro defensive tackle with some guy who ran over people at college. You can't run over people in the pros.
And had a bum leg.
Oh, yeah.
There's only a couple of people who've been able to do that. Alden Smith for us.
Oh God, I miss him so much.
I know what a psycho, man. I just wish he'd straightened his stuff up, man.
My friend is
Hall of Fame
friends with
if he
the Cowboys, so
go around making bomb threats and whatever it was he was doing. Stupid.
Oh Jesus.
Weed, whatever, alcohol.
Yeah, I met the Cowboy once. He's a super cool guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Justin Smith, man.
Yeah, Justin Smith.
Good dude.
Yeah,
that's Hall of Fame right there.
The last 49er I met was Brent Jones, and it was on my birthday in 2000. I met him at Black Angus.
He used to live near me. He used to live near me, but now he lives in Dallas, or not Dallas, but Texas somewhere.
Brent Jones?
Yeah.
Or Cowboy?
No, Brent Jones lives in Texas now.
Oh.
It's weird. Because he used to live over near me in the East Bay.
A lot of guys live in Texas, man. A lot of players live down here. There's no income tax. It's land's cheaper.
I love the cowgirls out there.
Well, there's a lot of media. There's a lot of media opportunities here, and meet and greets, and there's just a large. Even with Niners fans, there's a huge football market here. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, there's a ton of Niners fans in Texas. Tons. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands.
And there's at least 1 million of 49er fans in Arizona too.
When we invaded AT&T Stadium for that playoff game a few years ago, it was one of the most beautiful things for me. I was running around in the parking lot with my giant flag every time we scored or took the ball or, it was beautiful. When I walked
that's when the Shark was good.
We had more people in the parking lot tailgating and more people in the stadium for that game. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, and I will die a happy fan from now on, this moment forward.
What, you weren't I thought you weren't inside?
At the Jerry?
Man.
Oh.
We're at the Jerry Dome you're talking about, Jake?
Yeah, I was tailgating out there. You couldn't get a ticket at the time when I had the money, so we went out and had a big tailgate party, and there was Niners everywhere.
Yeah, they
And
travel.
when
The
Cowboys fans, they literally had the ball with the chance to win the game at the end of the game, and the game wasn't even that far out of hand, and their fans had already left and gave up.
See,
And I'm gonna and shout out to Cowboys fans who know what this is. See this right here? I don't know. Do you know what that is? Your quarterback has never gotten one of these patches on any of their jerseys. You know, that's all I'm saying.
And he never will.
Is that a
Never,
Debo?
and he never will.
he's so highly overpaid.
What is that?
Right.
What is that, Jake? Is that a Debo jersey?
Bruh.
Oh, okay,
Dude, they
no.
went.
Okay.
I don't understand why
John
they
Hill.
want
You
to.
got John Hill jersey.
Purdy.
They give Purdy a hard time. He had the most talented team. I think the Cowboys had more talent too. Like on that O line, how many Hall of Famers were on that O line? Like
How many
future Hall of Famers?
untalented teams make it to the Super Bowl?
Hey, the best one of those Dallas linemen, by the way, played 2 years for us.
It is
Oh yeah.
it is the only reason the Cowboys have 5 Super Bowl championships is because we gave them our championship Hall of Fame caliber players to help fill their gaps.
That was stupid. Never trade with the
Don't talk
Cowboys.
about Charles Haley like
Ever. And had
Well,
we
they did
not,
get-
we would have 6 and they would have 4, and they would still suck just like they do now, but with less championships. So
They did give
I
us
blame.
Mustafa though, I think,
Well, yeah, technically, but you know,
for the Trey Lance trade.
yeah, that was so. I'm sure glad we gave up. We didn't have a first round pick for like 3 years. That was amazing.
Less busts,
Yeah.
less people to pay.
This team doesn't do great with first round picks anyway, so it's all right.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you're right.
I
You're
think
right.
this
I don't
might
know
be
what I'm
the.
thinking. Maybe
I
that's
think
why
this
they
might be
did
the
it. They
first
were
one.
like, we don't need that.
I think this might be the first one.
I
In a
agree,
while.
man. I think Kyron Williams is going to be really good. He's going to be great
Mikael
immediately.
Williams, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Mikael Williams.
Yeah, all we need is him to stop the run. That's it. That was our big. In the middle.
Look, we need to be patient with him. That's all. He's a kid still. He's only 20.
Man, that guy's huge. I heard he's just as big as Trent Williams.
If he has
way.
a year, I don't care.
Yeah, that's what Larry Kruger said.
He's big.
Dang, that's a big dude.
He's 6'5", 265, 270.
Yeah.
He's not big. He's way.
He's not 340.
Yeah.
No, I think he's just as tall. I mean, or almost.
Yep. Oh
Yeah, maybe he's an inch shorter.
He's a big dude.
I mean, Trent 6'7". You know, they said he was like 6'5" and a half, maybe 6'6". So
I think we're going to get more productivity out of our DTs, honestly, but I still think it was a great pick.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? It's going to be CJ West though. CJ West is where.
Oh God, that's my favorite. That's my favorite draft and the pick in the whole draft. That was a steal.
So he was like the automatic pick where you saw the pick and you went, "Yup."
But I think a lot of their picks were reaches, but I think it doesn't matter if they're good. Like they just loved all the.
Martin picks a reach.
Yep. I think the stout.
I like Jordan James and I like Alfred Collins, man. I think Alfred Collins is going to be a hit.
Yeah, I think as long as
if he's healthy,
as long as that foot isn't messed up, he's going to be good to go.
You have to act it out.
Okay,
he's still in the walking boot.
Sorry, just wanted to get hold of you guys about something before we move on to what idea I had. I told the guys about what I had an idea about. Tommy, where are you from, and do you have any social media that you want anybody to follow you on?
I'm in California, like East Bay. I've been here my whole life, except when I lived in Santa Barbara for college. Danville.
Okay.
Oh, you're not far from me.
I was a kid.
You're not far from me at all.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm in Vacaville.
I have a YouTube channel, but it's mostly music and stuff, like clips and some lessons and stuff.
Do you have X or Twitter?
I canceled my X and
okay,
because we don't need to get into politics, but
okay,
that's like
what
and Instagram.
You have Instagram? That's all you have?
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
Just my name. Yeah.
That's your name on Facebook, right? Same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to find you, and
Find
then
and follow him.
do you want to be added to our group chat?
Why not?
Okay. Just want to make sure. I don't want to force nobody
Sorry.
to do it. They don't want to do it. All good, man.
Welcome to the Red and Gold
Yeah, I was
family.
in one group
We'll
chat
try to
and I
find
just
you.
had like a bunch of Lance boy toys. They were just like arguing with me. Like they didn't think. I'm like, come on, man. The guy's gone. So then it got personal and I left.
Yeah, I had a guy that wanted to bet me all of this and that Purdy couldn't throw like a 40-yard pass, and he bet me $500 and I screenshot it, and then he wanted to get out of it, and
Of course he did.
yeah,
That
he didn't want
noodle
to pay
arm
up.
shit.
And then I harassed him until he finally like ran. He got run out of like every clubs, every
Dude,
group I was in.
That noodle arm thing is so tiresome.
He's got a good arm, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
They used to say that about Joe Montana.
He's one of the most accurate deep passers in the league, period. Right now.
Yeah, especially in 2023.
Beyond
and everyone's saying he was terrible. It's like, well, who did he have to throw to? Nobody separated. He had no time to pass. And he was trying to do too much because the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, literally last year, the whole team was decimated with injury, and they're like, oh, well, he can't win without him. I'm like sitting here thinking of how many teams lost 90% of their roster and made it to the Super Bowl. Like, how many teams do that?
Yeah.
None.
I mean, I remember the Green Bay Packers playing with third string secondary and beating the Cowboys in 2016.
Yeah,
that was awesome. But that's the closest thing I can remember.
Hey, Tommy, real quick. Do your profile page have a guitar in it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the only
I think it has walls of guitars. Like I'm at a guitar store or something.
No, just one. It's just a yellow wall behind you, and you're carrying a guitar. That's all it has on there.
Huh.
What kind of guitar do you have?
I have like 10.
Oh, you're talking about the wall. You're not talking about the profile page. You're talking about the wall. I got it on here. You're good. I got.
Yeah,
you.
I think that's me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like 10.
Request. You're good. I send you one. There you go.
Okay, this is what his stats were last year, and this is just off the top of my head. 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, I think somewhere around 3,500 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, 350 yards rushing, 9 yards a pass, and probably somewhere around 5 yards a carry for Brock Purdy last year. I'm just guessing right off the top of my head. But
350 yards rushing, I doubt.
Look, the offense was number 4 in the league. They just sucked in the red zone.
Yep.
That's the flat out part of it.
With
because
nobody.
of one guy. Because of one guy. His name's Jake Brendel.
Yeah.
Jake,
God, I can't stand that guy. He's terrible.
And everybody else blames it all on Colton McKivitz.
Dude, he was solid last year.
No, it's it's Brock Purdy's fault.
Well, hey, that's a quarterback deal. You get
he's the one who makes that O-line.
They would have won the Super Bowl last year.
Look,
exactly.
In that Super Bowl, look, think about it this way. In that Super Bowl, Brock Purdy did walk off the field with a lead in the fourth quarter. With needing the defense to finish it out.
Yeah, I mean, who left overrated bum McCole Hardman so wide open? I mean, who did that? Like, if there's somebody there,
not Dre Greenlaw. That's why. If we had Dre Greenlaw, McCole Hardman gets leveled in that moment. Probably drops the ball and we win.
Yeah.
Dre Greenlaw is the reason we lost that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Right when he went down, I'm like, shit, that's game.
Yeah, because they ate up that side of the field after that. They just consistently ate up that flat side of the field right there the rest of the night. We could not stop them. And
I don't want to blame anything on CMC, but he doesn't fumble that football. He doesn't fumble that football in the first quarter. We score a touchdown on that drive.
Totally
different. We win that game. We win that game.
We probably scored 2 or 3 more touchdowns than we already did. Yeah.
And if special teams was not dog trash, it would have been. We would have won too.
Good cover up, Tommy.
It was rough.
That's what John Chapman always says. Dog trash. I don't even know what it is.
You know, it's just like, and yes, I know people are sick and tired of hearing us. Oh, you know, you blame it on the refs for not calling holding on the Chiefs. Like, you know what?
How did they not have one holding penalty when they had
three
all
Super
season?
Bowls? In three Super Bowls, they literally committed holding more than twice the times we did in that game and got 0 calls. And as soon as the league, if it got bad enough, the league players and the other teams had to call out the referees so bad that the Eagles flogged them because they couldn't hold. It is what it is. The games were straight up leaned towards the Chiefs. They were supposed to win those games. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm
Mahomes
sorry,
gets
man.
the George rules. Mahomes
No,
gets the
I
George
agree.
rules.
I agree. I'm just it hurts.
I don't want to say that it was fixed,
it.
but god dang, dude, like how are you going to watch the Eagles put up 38 on them in the first half because they can't hold and say that we wouldn't have done the same thing?
Yeah, what about
In
2020 or 2019 when they had Bosa in a freaking chokehold?
Yeah,
and Buckner.
all night
And
they were
Buckner.
wrapping him around his neck. It was freaking ridiculous.
Both
There's
of
so
them.
many videos of it. I need somebody to make a mixed video of every time the Chiefs committed holding and it wasn't called in both of those Super Bowls.
Well, yeah, because you thought you were going to watch a football game, but instead it was an adult film. It's like
That's a big video there, Jake.
Buckner and Bosa
horrible.
each had 1.5 sacks in that first Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was a lot of holding. That was a lot of holding.
That'd be a big video.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to have holding, then stop making it a penalty and we'll deal
It'd
with
be
it.
like 45 to 50 plays per game.
Jeez.
Yep.
Or just
Easy.
make guys wear big, huge, fat gloves that they can't actually grab people and they have to push.
Well, I mean, they didn't
that's a good
grab
idea.
Bosa. They wrapped your arm around him, you know?
Oh, yeah,
Wrap your arm around his neck like this.
Yeah.
It was egregious. And the fact that it happened, it even happened to the Eagles in their first attempt against it. You know,
The Beagles.
Yeah. I am not an Eagles fan. I hate them with a passion, but I am so happy they beat the snot out of the Chiefs.
I don't
so
even
happy.
hate them. Because
I do.
I don't hate them.
There's fans are trash and they don't deserve the air that they breathe.
Yeah, I hate the fans definitely, but
I like them when they beat that certain team in Dallas.
yeah, I like a lot of their players. I mean, Cooper DeJean, actually, I wanted him on the Niners, and they could have had him, and of course they didn't.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley's a beast. Got to thank the Giants for being complete idiots.
Oh,
I mean,
God. Why are they still have their jobs?
As soon as that
happened,
the person who made that happen should have been fired immediately. Immediately. Like, who
kicked
signed
out
off
of the
on
league
this?
too.
Who signed off on this? You are not NFL level talent evaluator. He was their most popular player probably since Eli Manning retired.
Yep. What about Dexter Lawrence? Wait, he's not on there anymore.
If not even like the last couple of years of his existence.
DeMarcus Lawrence or Dexter Lawrence or DeMarcus? One of them is in Dallas, one of them.
Yeah.
Right?
What are the D tackles? I forget it.
Who are you talking about?
I don't have any.
The Giants or the girls?
Giants.
Oh, oh man.
What?
Who cares? They suck.
Yeah, they're gonna have a scary D line this year, I think. But they probably won't make the playoffs anyway. But who knows?
They'll get tired real easy from being on the field all day.
If they start terrible, Jackson Dart will be in by game 6.
Oh boy, like that's gonna help.
Well, no, but it's good for us because we're playing them week 9. So
yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I want them to lose. I want them to be 0-9.
Look,
that'd be 3 in a row. 3 in a row.
Russell Wilson has been 49 of kryptonite his whole career. So I will give him that. I will give him that. I will happily have Russ sit on the bench and not play us.
Now, do you all have extra time on you? Are you guys good?
He's not the same Russ anymore. He's not that same guy anymore. Like
he scramble like he used to, but he's still got the.
Nah, he's not the same guy anymore.
He has huge hands,
Nah,
so he can
just
hold onto the
faking
ball,
too
and it's a
much.
great arm. He has a great arm.
Yeah.
And you got to think about the fact that he's sub 6 foot tall. He's smaller than Purdy.
There's a lot of people that could probably chuck the ball 80 yards, but where's it going? That's the thing.
Russ,
You gonna
Russ
throw
has
it? You gonna?
he throws a great deep ball, though. He throws a great deep ball, always
He
has.
does. He does. He does. Or has. Yeah.
He
And
just
his
makes
hands are-
boneheaded picks
are
lately.
huge.
Well, he
When-
did on the
when you-
Broncos.
When you're
Football?
playing for the Giants, set up the way that they are right now with no Saquon Barkley, they literally have nobody. Like who's that tight end they picked up? Dang it! It's gonna make me mad. No, it's
Ryan, you thought this was going to be a short show.
Once I know I have all you on here,
They picked up Darren Waller last year, I think, or
I
the year
know.
before, and they
Waller
just
retired.
They used to play for the Raiders?
yeah.
Yeah.
He retired.
But I don't think he's on the team anymore, though.
Yeah, like I said, I thought he quit.
Yeah, I would have quit too. They're terrible.
Interrupt you
As
guys.
soon as they traded Saquon Barkley, it's like, okay, bye. I'm out. I quit. I'm retiring.
He was always injured anyway.
This is how we do it,
Yeah.
Tommy. This is how we do it. You know, so you know.
Well, guys, I gotta get out of here, man. I got a lot to do this afternoon. It was great being on here. Thanks it was nice to meet you, Tommy.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Rich, Matt. It was good to see Craig for like 2 seconds, flashed in and out. He flash mobbed us a little bit. Ryan, as usual.
Take it easy, brother.
I'm out, guys. See y'all later. Go Niners.
Yeah, Jerk, man.
Go Niners.
Yours truly, baby. You can follow him at Beast. Oh god, Super Beast. Is it Beast? I think it's Beast Am. Beast Am, and 87. All right.
I couldn't remember. I knew it was a number too. I couldn't remember it was 87.
It's Dwight Clark. That's the only reason I remember. Dwight Clark. So Tommy, I followed you. I found you.
I messaged you back.
Cool. You're more than welcome to go on the next one. Okay, you're more than welcome to if you have time. It's Fridays. It's basically the same time as this. So,
I'm on a forced vacation unless I gotta go
I won't
see the old lady.
Around next week because it's July 4th.
Yeah, I get it. If nobody's available, it's all good. We don't have to. We're doing one. We're just I may pop on there just to have 4th of July, everybody. So
cool.
But I wanted to try something with you guys. I know me and Matt were talking yesterday about it. I wanted to bring. I know we're going to probably just do one round thing. That's it. Because I know everybody has time to do it.
Okay.
Name your goats of all time. Shit. Hold on, all time from all 32 teams. 10 of them. Starting with number 10 because we already know who's going to be number 1, number 2. I'm sure everybody got Montana Young and number 1, number 2. I'm sure. All right, we're all Niner fans. So start from number 10 down to 2 and 1. So Matt, man, you did yours yesterday with me. If you want to do it over again, go right ahead.
No.
Yeah. Do you want to do it? No. Do you remember them?
No, I don't.
Me, I could do like 10, like in no particular order type of thing. I could be like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be like it'd be, if I was doing mine quick, and mine are going to be full of 49ers just because that's kind of how I
That's
roll.
what we're going to do next. Okay. We're going to do all Niner ones after that.
Look, my Mount Rushmore of football is Jerry Rice, Jim Brown, LT, and Montana. That's like my Mount Rushmore.
Wow, you're on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? No, none of that.
Does it have to be the same one position? Or
just quarterbacks for now.
Okay.
Just quarterbacks for now. I know Mattman gave me his yesterday, and I did agree on a lot of them. Just the one gave me a hesitant because he put 4 and 5, and I was like, "Why the hell would you put one in front of the other?" That's the name right there. I was like, "Oh my god, that's weird." But that's his.
You're talking. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why you hate Jim Kelly.
Probably because I don't know him that well.
Jim Kelly was great.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys want to do order or not.
The Bills were terrible when he first showed up.
Yep.
They didn't get good. They didn't get good until they drafted Thurman. They had Andre Reed. Jim Kelly and Andre Reed were basically rookies together or whatever. Jim Kelly didn't play in 85, when he first came to Buffalo. 86, I believe 86 was his first year as a starter. 87 was a strike. 88 they drafted Thurman Thomas. Because he came out a year before Barry. Because those two guys played together. I mean, that's just thinking about that backfield. Like thinking about that backfield that year. Like I'm so glad Florida State in my first year as a Florida State fan. I'm so glad we did not play. We did not play them. Like I didn't start watching Florida State until Deion's last year. I missed all the clip. Like I missed when Auburn used to play him and Bo ran him over. Like I see those clips now, but I didn't. I would have been like, dang.
Yeah, I mean, Bo Jackson's my greatest athlete of the 20th century. So.
So yeah, I just try and make a little something out, but I think 10 might be too much. But I know me and Matt went through them, so
maybe 5.
Five,
easy to get
5,
10.
10 for 49ers. Okay, we'll do 10 for 49ers. How about 5 for NFL? 5 for NFL.
Yeah, I think I gave you 4 already, so it'd be one more. I'd go. Doesn't even matter. Player du jour, Elway, something like that. Elway, something like that.
Who would you take, Elway or Marino?
I take Elway because he can run.
Okay. Read that. Okay, Tommy. 5 from the NFL, greatest of all time. Goats for quarterback.
I got.
Only.
Oh, quarterbacks.
Yeah, quarterbacks only for NFL. Full
I
NFL.
got Marino, Montana. I guess I got Brady too, since he's like the
goat of this generation. Yes, I know.
Johnny Unitas.
There was this guy that played for our team, number 8. Just a thought.
And one more.
And yeah, who's the other one I was thinking of? Joe Namath.
Okay.
I don't know why I picked him.
When Namath was young,
He only won 1, but shit, there's the only Super Bowl that the Jets won since '69.
But Joe Namath had great feet before his knees got exploded.
Mm-hmm.
He had great feet. When you watch him,
more interceptions than touchdowns. Like it's not like, what is it like? He threw 170 touchdowns and he threw 220 interceptions.
That's not good.
Like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do my whole list. Okay.
Okay. If you want to start with 10,
so
start with 10. Go right ahead. Start with 10.
Okay.
You're no number 1, number 2, number 3 are same as mine.
Maybe I'll change it to Bradshaw, man. He's
I want to say number 10. I want to say.
Just so you know, I have to do 10. You do 5. It's up to you, though.
Yeah, I'm changing to Bradshaw, dude. Get rid of Namath.
Yeah, man. You're good. I didn't mean to put too much pressure on you. Sorry. I should just do 5.
Just. I want to say my number 10 was Brunell.
Mark Brunell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was too. I think that's who it was. You said that's right.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem.
Number 9 was say number 9 was Mike Vick.
No, you didn't say Vic. You didn't put no Eagles. I don't think you put any Eagles on her. Ex-Eagles.
No, Vic is a Falcon, bro. When he first got drafted,
you didn't put Mike Vick. You put somebody else. Two other quarterbacks from Falcons. God damn, I know brain fart myself.
No, I didn't. No,
he was the Saints. Sorry.
No, I didn't. No, Chris Miller is not on that list.
Chris Miller, Jeff George.
Yeah, Chris Miller. Look, Chris Miller was good. He was really good quarterback, but he's not on my top 10. Maybe maybe 9 was Warren. Maybe 9 was Warren Moon. I know he's in the top 10.
Warren Moon threw the best spiral I've ever watched. No, ball didn't even look like it was moving.
Also, I'll still say Marino threw a better deep ball than Moon did.
Probably. It's just the spiral that was so tight with Warren Moon's ball. So tight.
I can't believe I didn't say Patty My Phones, even though he's the best Chiefs quarterback of all time, in my opinion. And probably everyone else, but
well, we're not talking about Patty. I'm falling and I can't get up and I'm crying to the ref Mahomes. We're not talking about him right now.
There you go, Ramos, with a double. Sorry,
number 8. I want to say my number 8 is Elway.
Oh, I should have done 10, but keeping it short.
Number 7. I may be getting this mixed up, but I think number 7 is Air McNair.
Oh man, it's such a tragedy what happened.
Number 6 is
Sorry, fellas. Sorry about that. Kid duty.
Should have wrote that down, huh, Matt?
I remember some of them.
Too.
I remember the first 3 because the first 3 are mine. So at least we agree on that one.
What's mine is mine.
I think number 6 is Favre.
Yeah,
I hate that
Favre.
I hate that son of a. Gotta hate him. And
yes, A-Rod is not on the list.
Number 6.
I put A-Rod over Favre. I don't know why.
No.
Man, he throws a way better ball.
I agree with you 100% on that.
Which one?
Favre's a lot tougher than Rodgers.
Yeah, but Rodgers could football in a
dude. The best throw for football I've ever seen.
Bag from 50 yards, and he could drop it right in.
He's just He's just D-bag. That's the only problem.
At least I know your number 3, number 2, number 1 are. So that's good.
Yeah,
I already got my idea for my first 5.
Number 5, right? Number 4.
Oh God, I think it was 5.
Right?
You were on. I think you're on number 5. I think you were on number 5. I know I was way. Sorry, I didn't catch you. What you were saying. My bad on that.
Okay.
It's okay.
Number 5. Number 5 is Dan Marino.
Okay.
Number 4.
I feel so bad for Dan Marino.
Number 4 is Machine Gun Kelly.
Yep.
K-Gun. Buffalo Bills. And yes, if I had a second favorite team, it would be the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josh Allen, man.
Just because of those early '90s Bills teams. Even though
I wish they would have beat the Cowboys.
Lost 3 in a row. Super Bowls against the Cowgirls.
All they had to do was beat the Cowboys.
Wasn't the Giants game when he went when Scott Norwide missed?
Yeah. Number 3 is Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Number 2 is Steve Young.
Mm-hmm.
And my number 1 quarterback of all time, and my favorite athlete, my favorite football player of all time is number 16, Joe Montana.
Same goes with me. Mine real quick. 5. I'll do 5. not 10. I don't want too much pressure on you guys. So 5. First one, Marino. 4, Elway. And of course, 3 is Peyton. 2, Young. And then 1, of course, number 16, baby. So, Joe Cool.
Yeah, I would have put Young on mine, but I thought we were going to do one for each team. So
I know. Well, that's what I said. We'll do NFL, and then we'll do the Niners. Now,
yeah, because Steve Young was the one who got me all fired up against the Niners. I liked Montana, but I was so young. But when you, no pun intended, and then Young came out, I was obsessed with his style of play. Yeah.
What's your 5, Tommy? From 5 to 1 for quarterback.
All the players.
All the players in NFL. That way, it gets this all out of the way. I know. Jake's
players, not just quarterbacks.
Just quarterbacks. The NFL. That's it.
So I think I already did.
Yeah, he went.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know. I don't think I was here. I don't think when you did it. I'm sorry.
Well, I did Marino, Montana, Brady, Unitas, and
Okay.
Bradshaw.
I remember. I'm my bad on that. Rich, you gave yours, right?
Yep.
Okay. 5 great of all time Niner quarterbacks. 5 great of all time Niner quarterbacks.
Okay.
For me, or
doesn't matter who goes first. Who cares? Don't matter. I mean, Tommy,
I guess
you're a host. Go ahead. You're a guest host. Go ahead. You're a guest.
Let's see who the
5. Go 5 to 1 if you want, because it'd be a lot easier on you.
Yeah, let me write down my ones.
Yep.
Then we got God, I only have 4 that were good.
Okay.
I mean, there's that one, and then there's that one in the 70s. He was pretty good.
I'm just going to keep it at my lifetime. It makes it easier. That way I don't have to worry.
Yeah, because I definitely put Brody on there, but I wasn't live when Brody was here.
Yeah, me neither. So that's why you can knock Brody.
Brody was there. Brody was there before Montana. So
I'm just going to put him on there. So I got Brody number 5.
Okay.
Garcia number 4.
Okay. Agree with that one.
Purdy 3. Young 2 and Montana 1.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah. I got you.
Because Jimmy Rich? G string no, and Kaepernick no.
Yeah, Rich 5 of all Niners, great of all time. Go.
Is that me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1 to 5. It's gonna be Montana.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Yep.
Garcia. I'm gonna go late A Smitty before he left, and Purdy.
Oh wow.
I loved Alex.
I like it.
At the end.
I like it.
At the end of his 49er career.
Okay, Matt Man.
All right, so he is a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Can't argue with it. So I'm going to start at number 5 with John Brody.
Yep, good old Brody, baby.
Just like that great linebacker that was an All-Pro for the 49ers in the 70s. We see tape of him, but we'd never seen him play live. But if it came down,
was it something Vander something? Because it was popping up on my Twitter this week, a bunch of 49ers from the 60s, and I think it was like John or Joe Vander something or other.
No, Dave.
Dave.
Dave Barr or Dave something.
Okay.
He was a great. He was like 6'3", 225. He was really he was a hit. He'd hit people like did Buckus, but he never got like. I know he's in the Hall of Fame, but he never really got the same notoriety that Dick Butkus and some of the other linebackers from that day. But he's a Hall of Famer, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so John Brody. I'm gonna put Garcia at 4 because, in my opinion, Brock Purdy has jumped him at number 3. Then Steve Young, then Joe.
Yeah, we got the same.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matt. Man, I'm going right there with you. That's what exactly was the name. Brody number 5, 4 Garcia, Garcia. 3, of course, Purdy, Young, then Montana. I
know Garcia went up against one of the greatest defenses of all time. That Bucks defense was nuts. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. That Bucks defense is just as good as the '85 Bears and the first Ravens team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, and also the playoff game against the Giants, the Trey Junkin game when they were down, like it was 38 to whatever the heck it was, and they came back and Garcia won that game.
That was amazing.
They say that we should have lost that game. He's like, oh, there was hold. They cheated. The Giants should have won that game.
I guess it should have been offsetting fouls, but who the hell cares?
Whatever.
There's people are starting to say like, oh, you know how they say it's rigged all the time, and they say, well, the Niners weren't that good in the '80s. They never deserved the 4 Super Bowls they won. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's because that kid doesn't know anything.
Smoking something.
A bunch
of
stuff.
what you're on. No, I was kidding.
But like, yeah, like every time I run into a Niner hater, they're like, yeah, you only got 5 Super Bowls because the refs helped you. I was like, they didn't help us. They never helped us.
You know what helped us was being able to sign whoever the hell we wanted. And we're like, yeah, we'll sign these people. We were like the Dodgers.
Yeah. We signed, but we didn't just grab whoever the best player was. We also grabbed the guys at the end of their careers, and they were able to be a Pro Bowler with us one more year. You know, what's his name? Hacksaw Reynolds, Wendell Tyler, Ken Norton Jr. We grabbed all those guys within the last, that are entering their last 3 or 4 years of their career. Ricky Jackson, Chris Stolman, I could go on and on. But we gave those guys new life.
True.
So,
and I think Ronnie Lott's probably the best football player I've ever seen. I mean, good God. How many all-pros?
Yeah. Him or Jerry.
Yeah. What's up for me is the best play I ever saw Ronnie Lott make was he was in a Jet uniform. So.
Oh, damn.
Bro, you're tripping.
No, dude, I'll tell you why. He was covering. They were playing the Colts. Clarence Verdun, I think, was the receiver. He ran out and ran like a hook out, right?
Okay.
Out, he catches the ball.
T-Man, you finally made it.
I finally made it, guys.
Rich.
All you see is Ronnie Lott, horizontal, feet aren't down. Comes across, and Verdun catches the ball. Lott hits him, and his body curled up, and I thought his feet were going to touch the back. That's how hard Lott hit him. And then he went down, and I was like, it's the best play. I remember it. I was 17, 18 years old.
Okay. And I can name a few, certain plays because, and it's not just because just because I seen him on social media. I remember him like, I remember the game where he had to cut off his pinky. I remember him just knocking that dude into the 4th dimension. I can remember, remember him running a ball back like 80 yards for a touchdown against the Rams. I can remember him, sacking whoever the quarterback was from the Falcons, I believe. When was it Steve Bartkowski? I think in his rookie year, and the Falcons were terrible, and I think he sacked him, and then he fumbled, and then Ronnie Lott or somebody else picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown.
He was so fast when he was young. Ronnie was great. I mean, and I don't think it's ever happened again, right? Is he still the only guy to be all pro at all 3 backfield positions? I think he's still. I think he's still the only guy.
And that's why when people argue that he's not the greatest, like I love Dion, but if you're an all pro at corner, at both corners, and at safety, and also I also think he was all pro at strong safety too, right?
Ronnie was
at everything. So nobody else has done it since. So
Dion couldn't play safety. He couldn't tackle.
Yeah.
Dion is just the fastest guy I've ever seen. Oh, put on a uniform.
Hey, C-Man, can you hear me? Craig? Hello? Uh-oh.
Dion. Okay,
guys,
I'll make it like this. So, I think the fastest guys that I've ever seen are Dion, Bo, Warwick Dunn, Peter Warwick. Who else is? Oh, Daryl Green.
Yep.
Haley. Haley was.
But Mike Vick.
Charles Haley was lightning at 260 pounds or 255 pounds, whatever he was when he was with us. Lightning fast.
Hey, did you see this week that Tariq Hill was out there running races with T like that? T.O. ran a 4.440. What's he, 51, 52? Ran a 4.4. Not bad for an old guy.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is crazy work.
I think Hill was 4.37, and I think Owens was 4.41 or something like that. I think how much different those guys built body wise. You know, T.O.'s a big, tall, long strider against Hill, who's like little guy. We freaking chopping.
T.O. weighs like 225 pounds. All muscle.
And he still looks jacked. I mean, he's out there running freaking shorts, and dude, jacked still, 50-some years.
He was playing in the UFL, or wasn't he? The arena football or something.
He's fantastic.
I'm hoping at some point we get to see Tariq Owens do something this year.
I don't think it happens unless somebody 2-3 people. He's not making the team. He's
so raw. He's so raw. I hope he makes it just so we can hold on to him, but
no,
maybe not.
But it depends on whether or not Nayor does anything. I mean, there's a lot of
Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins, I think, is an automatic.
Yeah,
Cowing's playing well. I thought he could be a bubble guy.
Watkins is fast, man.
Yeah, but he and Cowing are like the same player. So do they keep them both, or does one go?
We need speed. We need speed, so I would keep them. I mean, and we don't have our wide receiver depth is great. I mean, we have a bunch of unknowns, so I don't know.
One. That's the problem. We don't have a number one. We have a bunch of guys.
I think Cowing's going to break out this year. He looked great in camp.
Who?
Or mini OTAs.
Jacob Cowing is what he said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cowing looked good. Like I said, I before OTAs, I was basically thinking Cowing wasn't going to make the team, especially draft. I was like, oh man, and then all of a sudden he's looked really good. He looked really good. Now we'll see what he looks like when he gets real pads on.
The two receivers, the two young receivers, the ones that we drafted, Junior or Jordan Watkins, and then Naylor. Then we signed we drafted two and signed one, right?
Yep.
So Robinson?
No, Robinson.
No, I'm talking about the young rookie receivers that we have. We had a UDFA and we had two that we drafted.
Oh God, don't get me out on the UDFA this year. Jesus.
Hey, I think the linebacker Stone Graham or whatever his name is, he's going to make the team. We need LB depth, you know.
We definitely do.
Because if Fred goes down, we're in trouble.
We're cooked.
I mean, if D Winters can jump the level and be what Dre, or at least be part of what Dre was. We only need D Winters. We don't need D Winters to be Dre. We need D Winters to be partial Dre. Like,
I think D Winters beats out Nick Martin.
Well, it's either going to be Fred and Dre, Fred and D, and then Nick Martin or Stone Graham.
I don't know. Tan Bethune has been killing it. They said.
Hey, and that's my guy because he's a Florida State guy. Just and I thought that was a great. When we picked him and Renardo Green, I was like, yes. And I still say we could we could even just make him a stand up like pass rushing linebacker. Like just let him like run right behind Bryce Huff.
Mm-hmm.
Let him move around a little bit. Because he's got, and there was another guy that's supposed to come out this year, or he might have gone back. He might have stayed. He might have had one more year.
What about Curtis Robinson? Yeah, I think he was looking great until he got injured last year.
I think he's caught in the numbers game, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be the problem, and that's why I think Owen's kid is practice squad again.
Yeah, we'll keep him on there unless someone picks him. But
yeah, he's too raw. I don't think anybody's.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going
to. Well, hey, he's if you just hope somebody that isn't like really good, like the Eagles or somebody like that, doesn't pick him up and be like, oh, we'll pick him up and coach him up. He could end up like, I would hate to see him go to the Eagles and be with my guy Johnny Wilson. That would be horrific and scary.
Yep.
Or go to Buffalo and hang out with Keon Coleman, him on one side and Keon on the other. Oh, not saying that would happen, but he could learn a thing from Keon Coleman, and Keon Coleman is a stud.
Mm-hmm.
And before anybody says anything, I'm not just pumping my Florida State guys up. I'm just saying that those guys are, going to be really good players because the way they use their body to get in and out of cuts and catch the football.
All right, man. I think I'm going to call it at 8:00. So you guys have yourself a great night.
All right. I was going to close down pretty soon anyway.
See ya.
You guys are talking, so.
Yeah.
I am with that.
And we're going to go grab some dinner.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a great night. All right, guys.
All right. See you later, Ryan.
Yeah, man.
See you later, Tommy.
See ya. Nice meeting you.
Hey.
All right. Nice meeting you, Tommy.
Yep.
Nice meeting all of you.
Yeah, take it easy, Tommy. Matt, have a great weekend.
All right, man.
You
too, Ryan. Thanks.
Red and gold 24/7, baby. Yeah.
Follow. It's right button. Everything else between. All right. Okay. Do. Okay. Hey, very nice to meet you, Tommy. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice meeting you guys.
Hey, I asked you a question about the chat, so go back on the messenger and answer me.
Yeah, I see it. I just didn't want to mess up the.
It's all good, man. It's all good. So go back there and I'll add you to it, okay, bro?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'll see you.
All right, see you in the next time, then.
Yep, I got you, brother. Got you, man.
All right.
Yep.
Later.
Later on, man. Later on, brother. All right. That was a good show. Very good show. Almost hour and 45. I like that. Cool. Yeah. Even Rich said it earlier. I think we're more than 45 minutes, right? Usually, when I only got one or two people in here, sometimes we run out of things to talk about. But that's the reason why I brought up some stuff. Ideas. But I know because it's 40 days off for the players. There's no news around right now, so that's why I said whatever I can bring up. They can talk about it, but they usually do it themselves. They have their minds. They're very good doing it. That's why I give the floor to them. And they just start doing their thing. So I mean, there's no time wait. They just start doing their thing. But yeah, guys. Yeah, I put his name on here. I welcome him to the show. His name is Tommy Huxley. All right, he's on Facebook. All right, I'm glad he's on Facebook because that's how I can follow him and I get him to chat and everything and get him going. And I hope he'll be on the next one. All right, and I know it's very tough for us to be on shows every couple of days each time because we have families and everything. We need to pop on here and do everything. So if I do pop on here, I might pop in by myself and I'll get it going. And if nobody's with me, nobody's with me. But yeah, guys. I know my 5-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon, and I'm very, very proud of it. So yeah, we're getting this baby going. You know, ain't nothing wrong with it, and I love it, and what I love doing. So my wife is probably watching. If she's not, she's probably busy right now because she works at Denny's. She's a cook. So, but definitely want to give a shout out to all the guys. Of course, I mentioned Tommy Huxley, and of course Matt Man, of course yours truly Jake, and of course Craig. Even though C-Man had troubles come on here, he was in and out about 10 times at least. But that's the reason why I told you I don't do shows on the phone. I mean on the road. On the road. I don't mind doing it around Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi you got perfect signal, you know. But on the road, I hate doing on the road because 5G. Because we live around a place that don't have 5G that much, so that's what I'm saying. It's really hard for me to do shows on the phone while I'm driving. But that's why every time I see somebody driving on the show, I always tell them, be careful, be safe. All right, just concentrate on the road more than on the show, please. All right, because I feel like it's my responsibility for their safety when they're on a show on the phone. Okay, while they're doing driving, I take that really, really seriously. I do, because anything can happen while you're driving. Anything, anytime. So basically, I just wanted to say that and get that out of the way, and you know, it's personal about me about that. So yeah, and plus all the comments that Tommy gave us and for coming in here, I thank you very much for that. And you know, if you goes back to watch all the episodes, you can more than welcome to. Just hit the like subscribe button on them if you want to. Go right ahead. Yeah, basically we'll probably definitely be back next week if I'm not on here to give updates and everything the next couple days or whatever. So basically that's what I got. Yeah, we tried to do a different thing. So basically we did quarterbacks of all time, goats. I figured 10 would be too much. So I said 5 would be good enough. That's fine. 10 is too much. So we did quarterbacks from the NFL, goats, and then we did 49ers. Now, the next one we're going to go into is probably running backs because I'm going to take care of the offense first. So basically, the running backs will be next, and that'll probably be next week when we talk about it. We don't, and if I can, you know, just come on here and chime in whenever you guys are done talking. You know, anytime they're talking, I just let them go because they have their own minds, their own football knowledge that they have to bring up. So, but yeah, I just wanted to say that and get it out of the way. And like I said, we'll be back again next week, next Friday night, like always, at the same time. Basically, it's 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, and of course 3:30 Pacific. But I'll definitely get on here and do more shows from my phone instead of on computer, and try and get some news out there for you guys, whatever news pops up. Okay, so all right, guys. So that's what I got for you tonight. Please hit the like subscribe button, please, and really help the channel out. So basically, that's what I got for you. And like I always say to you, keep the faith and never lose hope. All right, guys. We'll see you when we see you. Peace out, and I'll catch you later.
Red and gold, red and gold, red